Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I don't know if anyone's here already. My goodness, we've got 7 people watching and 5 likes. Welcome to, that's right, it's Easter Monday. Sorry I didn't bring you the show last night. One, was in quite a lot of pain. I still am in a fair amount of pain. Part of why, well, I tried to get back into better shape, and so Keaton Crooks and I the other day decided to spar hard for 30 minutes, and we kind of broke each other a little bit. Next morning, I woke up, I could barely move. I was like, oh man, all right, so I think I've learned that I need to get into better shape. 1 second here. Let me pull open the live stream here, everybody, and then I'll be able to say hi to everybody. Where the hell's the live chat on this? There it is. All right, let's get back to saying hello to everybody. All right, let's see if we can go back to the beginning. 1 second here, everybody. What's up, everybody? I'm just reading through all the messages I missed. Hello to all of you. We'll just play catch up and get all up on here now. All right. There we are. So anyway, back to it. Yeah, last night I didn't really have it in me to kind of do a live stream show. I could barely move, and I can barely move right now, but, I'm working on it. As you notice, I kind of keep the chest and the core right now. I'm trying to be careful about how I'm moving. Because, my God, it's amazing how much takedowns hurt when you're using your upper body and tearing your chest apart. But I figured today we're going to do 2 live stream shows. There's been other times where I haven't been able to do the Sunday Night Live. So I'll make it up for you by doing 2 shows the next day on the Monday. It's Easter Monday. Yesterday was Easter Sunday anyway, so fuck it. It's the Easter Monday Daytime Live. Oh no, Uncle Bill, I'm really sorry about that, man. Congratulations, Texas Buds, on your first harvest, my friend. Today we're going to be doing some special shit in this live stream show. If you notice, I've actually set it up in the kitchen. I wonder why. Well, I'm going to actually make an infused breakfast while we conduct the show. I got to be careful because the cannabutter I'm going to be using in this infused breakfast is quite pungent. So we will be using both normal butter and cannabutter as we make this, and attempting to be careful because 1, technically we got to do the live stream show tonight. 2, we got a lot of crap to do in the lab. 3, I got to try to make myself functional somehow throughout the day. But we're going to have fun with it, baby. I don't drink water, Johnny. Summertime. Yes, Stank Doof, you can. It depends on which ones you're talking about, but if you're talking about beneficial nematodes, you can use them at any point. I'm just going to turn my phone off as well so we don't get any too much talking. So, what are we going to make today for our wonderful little tasty little breakfast of infusedness? Well, it's going to be really simple. It's basically, I'm going to make some infused pan-fried potatoes. I'm going to finish those off in the oven, and then we're going to throw together kind of just a basic kind of sandwich. It's going to be an egg breakfast sandwich. There's going to be some infused ham in there. We're going to do some cheddar cheese, some mushrooms, some onions. Super simple, but it's going to be tasty. So step 1 was cooking the potato. I've got that one over here. We've already cooked the potato down. So we're going to cook that potato up and get that baby sexy. But first, let me organize myself a little bit here. Maybe I can change this angle a little bit so you can see a bit more of what I'm doing. Let's see if we can kind of go like this. This might work better. Check that out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right. How's that angle? That's a better angle, don't you think? I think that's better. All right. What's up, Saint? Is your day? All right, shit. Well, we need a knife now because we're going to be cutting this up. But also, too, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one off. We're going to use this for our omelet and crap. Throw this baby over here. We got some leftover ham from the dinner we made yesterday for me and the missus. We're going to use that today. That's just for us pre-show medicine with coffee. All right. Now, I'm going to put this one over there because that's my largest burner there, so it's going to deliver equal heat to my shit. I'm going to turn that one on to a 5. to get that skillet there heating up, my friend. Hell yeah, we've got 7 Pink Kush clones going right now, actually, that were gifted to us by a very close friend. One of the rarest Pink Kush phenotypes in British Columbia. So right now we're going to make some potatoes. Step 1 for making potatoes, well, we did a pre-cook on the potato. You can either do that in a pot. I prefer when, I don't use a microwave if you can avoid it. I actually have an inverter power grill. It's not a microwave, so it's a little bit better. It's an inverter. Still not perfect, but it's better than a microwave. So I just cook the potato up in that. Typically for the potato, I'll put that on for like 7 to 9 minutes at maximum power. I put it in a little bowl of water, and then it comes out nice. Keeps it sexy, you know what I'm saying? Got our skillet heating up. I still didn't grab a knife. Oops. All right. Make sure the bit's sharp. Good enough. All right. So, break down our potato. It's an oddly shaped potato, so I'm going to remove it. So then I got 2 similarly sized pieces. Once I do this, now there's 3, and then I'm just going to make it into little sections. So I'm going to cut that into thirds. Boom. Cutting that into thirds now. Boom. 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 Making nice little chunkies, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if we move this, you might be able to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. That might be nice. All right. So then we'll come in here. Boom. Boom. If you do not pre-cut your potatoes, pre-cook your potatoes, pre-cutting is important too, it will take a very long time to get these motherfuckers together. And when you want to fly, do a little prep work, like get the potato fucking cooked, then you can just fry it, pan for a bit, and then throw that in the oven. Normally I throw it in quite hot in the oven after I do the pan fry, but we're not going to do that this time to try to keep a lot of those cannabinoids intact when we throw it up into the oven. But now that we got that motherfuckers all chopped up, that's step 1. Got this motherfucker heating up, ain't hot enough yet, we gotta wait. So anyway, this, I guess maybe talk to people for a bit. That's what I'm growing right now, is Pink Kush. Pink Kush is really good. To get a true Pink Kush of Vancouver Island, the true phenotype, is one of the rarest things around. We actually happen to have the rarest one. Gifted to us by a very close friend of ours. Okay, let's move on here. How's everyone else doing today? Having a good Easter? Everyone's surviving the changing world, as it were? I hope you're doing well. We're doing all right here. Waiting for the skillet to get hot, baby. Waiting for the skillet to get hot, baby. How's it going, High Tower Gardens, my friend? All right, so 1, get some regular butter. Go in with our cannabutter, you see. Because this cannabutter, well, she's pretty strong. And 2, I got a lot of shit to do today after we do this, so I gotta still be functional at some point. Luckily for me, I have a fairly decent tolerance to edibles compared to most people, but at the same time, better safe than sorry. So, let's get a little cannabutter there. Okay, so this cannabutter, it's got a shitload of weed in it. I can't even remember how potent it actually is. I'm taking a hunk about that big. Maybe I'll see if I can bounce all the way over to the camera to show you. For the potato start off, we're just going to put that in there. See that? If I were to eat that alone, I'd be fucked. But we are going to be cooking it. It is going to go into an oven. A bit of it's going to, kind of cook off there. So we're going to start with that. There's a can of butter there for the start of potatoes. And now we're going to get a bunch of normal butter there. And we're going to throw that in there too. Fuck it, I like butter. So we're going to throw in a little bit of more butter. There we go. Bam! There we go. Hashtag boom. Now, we got to let that butter start to melt there. Starting to get itself going, getting it sexy right now. We've got that can of butter there melting into the regular butter. I can smell those fucking weed titties and that starting to activate. The regular butter is going to help to also temper the flavor. The flavor does have a mild marijuana taste to it, but a lot of the marijuana that was used in the making of this can of butter
had been aged for quite some time. So therefore, it was lacking in chlorophyll. It was lacking in a lot of the stuff because it was a little older that will typically make your wheat titties butters taste like a lot of wheat titties. A little bit of wheat titty flavor is nice, but you know, you don't want a huge amount, right? But you don't want it to be crazy. Like, it's still supposed to be food and taste good, right? So, I mean, I like the taste of wheat, but a lot of people, they ain't, you know, the big fan of that. Throw that in there. Yeah, we probably should have let that get a little bit hotter, so we're going to turn that up to 6. But that's part of the fun of doing a live stream cooking show. It doesn't fucking matter, you're making it work. All right, so what kind of spices are we going to use on that? Well, I'm out of seasoning salt, sadly. I like to use seasoning salt on this shit, but I don't got none, so we're going to use a little bit of pepper. Grab some salt, we'll do maybe a little bit of, maybe a little onion powder. Out of paprika too. I wanna, paprika goes really nice on your potatoes. Paprika can be nice. Fuck it. Let's see here. Maybe a little bit of cayenne just for some fun. Maybe a little cayenne on there. You know, I have lots of cayenne. Do you think I can find any? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there. Now remember, cayenne can be quite pungent and powerful. So just a little bit of doohey. Unless you're a psychopath. I'm just going to go just a little bit. Just a little bit on there. There we go. Just a little bit, all right? All right. Now, a little onion powder in there. You can really smell that cannabis coming alive now in that butter. Lots of onion powder in there because I like onion powder. I like to taste onions. And at the end of the day, I'm cooking this for me. I got to eat it, so. All right. Little pepper in there. Do a Julia Child impersonation. I don't know her voice well enough to do that. Maybe one day. I don't really do impersonations to begin with. I just make sounds. And they sometimes sound like shit to people. Putting a bunch of salt in there because I ain't afraid of salt in my kitchen. I like salt. That's right. There we go. Just in case. Just for my grandma's watching, you know. There you go. All traditional. All right. Oh yeah, lots of nice butter in there. We're starting to fry those up, okay? Now, other things we got to do to get this ready is one of the things I wanted to do for the ham is actually not get it too hot. I'm not going to sear up this ham because we already baked it and shit. It's already be done. But I'm going to take a little can of butter. I'm going to put it in there with a little bit of regular butter. And I'm actually going to let the residual fats in that ham kind of come together, render some of that fat out and in with the can of butter, and we'll make that all sort of in a few piece of ham. And then that piece of ham now, we're going to chop that up and put that in the omelet kind of motherfucker we're going to make for the sandwich. But right now, so let's get that skillet there going hot. We got this one here for the potatoes. It's on a 6 right now. All right. I guess we can break for a moment. How's everybody else doing? What's good, Young Life Extracts? Just doing a little cooking and doing a daytime, well, kind of live thing. Playing around, trying something new, keeping it real, having fun. Cheers to you, breakfast beers, everybody. There we go. I might turn that down just a bit to the 5 there, because remember, we're going to also throw those in the oven to finish them off. Speaking of which, we're going to throw that oven on now. What should we throw these fuckers in there? No, I'm going to go down. I'm going to put them in just at a 300. Oh. It's really hard to see the numbers on this damn thing. All right, so that's it for 300. Normally I do a little bit higher, obviously, but we don't want to cook off too much of that, cannabutter or anything like that. So we're going to throw it in there at 300 just to keep it sexy. What's up, baby? All right. Now, You know what? I'm gonna smush up my potatoes a little bit too on this, do a bit of a smash on it as well, because that's also gonna help incorporate some of that cannabutter we got going on into the potato and keeping it intact. And then we got kind of a nice sort of chunky, smashy fry going on that one. So that's gonna be tasty. Only thing I wish I had some seasoning salt, because man, I mean that baked potato's sexy. All right, moving on. I'm doing well, Family Outcast. How you doing, my friend? Just making a little bit of infused breakfast on Easter Monday morning. You motherfuckers stay. There we go, that worked. All right. Now let's check this pan. It's warming up. It's good. So what we're going to do now is time to put a little, woohoo, almost dropped knife. It's butter knife, so it would have been fine, but all right. We'll take some more cannon butter there. We'll throw that into that, and then we're going to put a little bit more regular butter in there just to help that keep it sexy. There we go. My brand of cooking is low fat, low salt, low trans fat, low everything, and low calorie if you do not eat it. That's right. Now, once we get this kind of all down and sexy there, we're going to throw in that ham. And then we're going to turn it down just a little bit more to let that fat and all that render together. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Got our potatoes going here. That's right. Frying them up good. Because the trick with wheat cooking, for a lot of people at least, is they don't want it to taste like wheat. People don't want the taste of wheat in the wheat cooking. I mean, I understand that. I mean, a lot of people ain't the biggest fans of it. I mean, for me, I like the taste. I mean, not an overpowering one, maybe a milder one, but I mean, at the end of the day, fuck it, right? So by cutting a bit of that, also too with the salt, the pepper, and all of that, doing the fry, the smash on that, it's going to absorb into the potato. That's going to temper that wheat flavor on your potatoes, so you don't have to worry as much about that. I've just turned it down to a 4.5 on that now. That's looking good enough to throw some ham in there. One nice big piece of ham should suffice for this. That's a bit thin. That one looks good. So we're taking a piece of our slice of our roasted ham there from yesterday, and we're just going to throw that right into the canna butter mix. I'm rubbing that around now in the bottom of that pan, letting it come to terms with itself. Okay? Now we're going to turn that down to 3, because we're not trying to do a huge fry or cook on that. We don't want to dry it out. We don't want to lose the cannabinoids, but we are okay with some of that canna butter, regular butter, and then pork fat all coming together and making it sexy, you know? Making a team to make you feel good and taste good all at the same time. Getting our nice little crispy action on that. Since I'm doing a sort of a smash on that, I'll flatten that out in the bottom of the skillet, let it crisp up a bit, peel up those crispy bits, and then do it again. Once you do that a number of times, you'll be ready to throw it into the oven and let it finish off and come together, you know what I'm saying? And then that way we can then focus on finishing the rest of the food while motherfuckers in the, the oven. All right. Where are we at right now? Okay, people are just chatting. All right. So, hell, you can even grab a spoon. Don't waste time there. You grab your spoon. You're going to take some of this can of butter and fat there. You're going to put on top of your hand. You're going to go tap it, and massage it in. That's right. Hell, then we'll just, flip the whole cocksucker there. Get that in there now, too. You can spank it with your spoon if you want. It doesn't really do anything, but it can be kind of fun. All right. Yeah, you can smell that come together with the nice ham. The nice ham going on in there. Yeah. Now, put that again. Give these quick little scrapey full. Because as you can see, they'll crisp up on you pretty quick. So, you don't want to burn them, but you do want to get that kind of crisping to the bottom of the pan, and then scrape that up into your potatoes mix them around, and flatten them back the fuck out. It's really nice. It's gonna come together. It's gonna have some nice fluffy consistencies, some nice little crispy bits in there. It'll be tasty for your breakfast taters, okay? Now, we gotta do some shit. We're falling behind. Not really, but okay. We're gonna chop some shit now. What do we need to chop? Well, we're gonna take a few of these mushrooms here. These have already been previously washed. I washed them last night. So we're just gonna grab a few of these cocksuckers out. They're sliced. It's just a sliced mushroom, pre-sliced from the grocery store that I put way too much saran wrap on. There we go. We got the fucker open. Let's grab a few of them. Ah, fuck it. We'll give them another quick rinse anyway. There we go. Now, to also keep it cooking a little bit faster, I am going to then just do a quick cut there on the mushrooms. Help those motherfuckers start to cook down. That's right, keeping it sexy, keeping it real. There we go. All right, I'm gonna break that down just a little bit more. All right, so our mushrooms are now ready to be done. This ham, as it starts to heat up there, you're gonna see it dome out a little bit. I like to, not let it dome out too much because you see we're already getting sort of a nice little fried skin on there. That's all right. We just don't want too much because we still want it to be nice and juicy when we go to incorporate it into the eggs. So that's going to be ready in a couple of seconds. So what is next? We're going to take a little bit of onion. We're going to chop that motherfucker up. Throw some of the onion in there. Going to take off one of the sides of this cute tiny little onion. Throw the rest of this shit over here. Alright. So, going to dice up this a little bit. There we go. Nice little chopper. Come through. Do another little dice down. Nice, that's ready to go now. Now we're going to check here, the other side. We've got, we got a nice little bit of crispy on there. So now what we got to do is we got to grab a little side plate, I think, so we can throw this ham. Because this ham, we're going to pull it off now. Because we're not trying to fry it too much, right? We're just letting it start getting a little infused there, activating some of the fat, making it happy. So we're going to pull that off now. Get the drippy droops off. There we go. Put that to the side for now. Well, now we got like some cannabutter, regular butter, and some pork fat. What are we going to do with that? Well, fuck it. Put your mushrooms and your onions in that. There we go. All right. Why not? Keeping it sexy. Get those going here. So on a 3, we're going to turn that up to maybe a 4. Just to make that nice and happy and sexy there. Just going to do a bit of a kind of a saute, bit of fry, whatever you want to fucking call it. Oh yeah, potatoes. We should probably do a scrape on that. There we go. Oh yeah, get some nice crisp action on that. There we go. That's like, look at that. It's coming out nice and golden brown. Luckily, I'm the only one eating this, so that don't matter if I use my hands. That tastes pretty good, actually. Ain't no seasoning salt in it, but I like it. All right. I actually think these potatoes are going to be ready to go in to the oven in a moment. So I'm going to put those out one more time. We're going to let it crisp up. One more set of crisping up on the bottom of that skillet. We're going to throw those fuckers around. Then we're going to throw it right into the oven. There we go. We got our onions and mushrooms there. We're not going to cook them down too crazily, right? We don't want them to be completely petrified, okay? Right now, we're just helping to introduce a little love and cannabutter into the mushrooms and the onions there. Get them ready for making our little fucking, omelet, what you call it, motherfucker. Problem with silicone is sometimes it don't scrape up the bottom very well. There we go. There we go. It's nice. It's Lift the knife up, give it a nice little toss. I'm going to put it all together for when it goes into the oven there, so it helps it not dry out or be gross. Alright, so you see that? Boom. Kill the heat so you don't burn yourself. Safety first. We'll throw this motherfucker, boom, right into your oven. If your skillet or frying pans are not oven safe, do not put them in the oven. Make sure you know if your pans are oven safe before you go and do that, alright? No, not fried bologna. That's roast ham. It's going to be quite nice. Actually, I'm going to say, for what we want, that's actually kind of perfect there. It's an awfully big fucking bowl to use. Fuck it, it'll be comical. So, we're just going to take all of that in there, and then, well, put it over here. I'm going to get all that little nice, the residual butters and fats and all that. We're just going to dump that all right the fuck in. Because that's both good times and flavor, my friends. It's good times and flavors in there. Now, we're actually going to use the same pan for finishing this shit. Which one's hot? Hot, hot, hot. They're all fucking hot. Okay. Except for that one. There we go. All right, so what do we got to do now? Well, we got to slice up that ham now. We'll take our little piece of ham here that we made happy and sexy. First, we're going to come through, cut it in long, thin strips there. All right. Oh, I'm going to put that on a slight angle that way. So the slices are going like this. And then I'm going to go through like this. Make a nice little rectangular slanted cubes, kind of like rhombus, but not quite. Well, some of them quite like a rhombus, actually. Rhombus. All right. There we go. Now, what can we do with this? Well, we can take it and we go into our giant bowl of shit and we go, hello. Place your hand into the giant bowl of shit. All right, all right. Now, dry my hands. Here, we'll take a moment to check in and see how everyone's doing. I'm just reading everybody's message here, everybody. I mean, in theory, it could work, Johnny Summertime. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to put some fucking cannabutter on it. Or coconut oil with cannabis in it. Or, you know, can of olive oil. Or a lot of things you can do. Where are the fucking eggs? There's the fucking eggs. All right. Now, technically, on most kind of traditional omelets, you wouldn't necessarily mix your innards inside the eggs, okay? You'd start the omelet, then you put your filling in, do it all fancy like that. But we're not making this to be like a traditional omelet. We're making this to make a fucking sandwich. That's what we want to do. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take 2 eggs. This sandwich is going to require 2 eggs. Often, in this kind of a sandwich, I might only use 1 egg. But there's enough shit in this one that we're going to have to use 2. So we're going to grab our bowl here. We're going to just crack a couple eggs in there. You know, be careful not to get shells. It's always a bitch, especially when you're dumping it in the pre-cut crap. Where's my egg thing? I keep my egg shells, I bake them. Great slow release nutrient for your vegetable gardens outside. Or you can use it to make a tea. And use that as a calcium supplement. Combining that with Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate, you can basically make your own Pro-Cal. All right. Get these baby girls in there. Very nice. You can tell that these chickens did not have a lot of calcium in her diet. It was a fairly weak eggshell. Gonna throw these back in the fridge now.
All right.
I like to mix my shit with forks. Seems to work for me. So right now, I am incorporating the eggs, the hams, the onions, the mushrooms, making it all happy, making it come to awareness of its new life as my sandwich. It's very nice. Getting it nice and happy inside of itself. Okay, that's looking good. So we're gonna have to now reheat skillet though, right? Because, well, what do you need to make omelet? You need skillet that is hot to do right, or else the eggs are not cooked. So, whew. All right. To be fair though, this wouldn't be a true cooking show if I didn't take a break for a moment and pop up for a dart, then continue. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna roll up a dart, we'll pop outside quickly, and then we're gonna keep this beautiful breakfast going. At the end of the day, it's all right that the potatoes are still in there, because at the end of the day, potatoes, as long as it's not on too high of a temperature, you got a bit of leeway with that. It's just gonna make it more sexy. So we're gonna be all right. Let's see here, is anyone saying anything that I need to respond to? I guess we do it with our plants all the time. By the way, people, keep your weed away from your animals. My dog ate some of my buddies last summer and almost died, so be careful with your herbs, guys. Well, pot won't kill the dog. They do have cannabinoid endocrine systems, but you are very true. You gotta be careful with dogs, especially small dogs. So, like, my dogs are tinier than fuck. They eat one little bud and they're all sitting there like, whoa, man, I'm fucked up. I actually think one night, little Betty may have even found a piece of rosin somehow or something because she was fucked up. With small dogs, you've got to really be careful. With big dogs, more often than not, they're just going to be high. But at the end of the day, don't feed your dogs fucking weed. If they have epilepsy, use some CBD, do something like that. I used to make one dog I had some weed bacon to treat his epilepsy. He was supposed to die at 6. He lived to 18. But at the end of the day, treat your pets with respect and don't overdo it. Be very careful. What's up, CG, man? What's up? Oh, I see Mrs. Potsquatch outside trying to train the dogs to use a leash. They are not very good at that one, I'll tell you. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to get back to cooking the food real soon. I'm just rolling a quick diet, and then we'll pop out for a quick diet, and we'll keep the cooking going for you. For those of you just tuning in, we have done the potatoes. The potatoes are now done, and they are in the oven. And finishing off there, we've done we've gotten the ham, the pork fat, to get to know some cannabutter, and we got the onions, the mushrooms, the little saute on there. Got them to get to know some cannabutter, and now we got that all mixed up. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna pop up for a cigarette, and we're gonna come finish this off, and then we're gonna eat this motherfucker and see how high we get. All right. Bum, bum, bum. All right, now there's my phone. We'll use my phone to go outside. There's a computer we will leave here. Well, there's garlic, but I just am not using any in this right now because I'm out of garlic powder, and raw garlic will take far too long to cook down in terms of the type of recipe we're doing, my friend. Just a moment here, everybody. Oh, there it is. All right, so there we go. We're good now. Gonna just unplug the camera here. And we're gonna go pop outside for a moment, and then we will continue cooking for you. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, so we'll put this here. Probably frame that up there, sitting there. There we go. Good enough. All right. Oh, it feels good to sit down.
Hey, Emerald Shield, thank you very much. Yeah, we're actually normally we do a Sunday night live stream show. I'm in a lot of pain right now. It's better today, but I didn't have it in me to do the show yesterday. So instead, typically when we miss a Sunday night live show, I try to do two kind of different installations during the day. So today we're doing a kind of a new thing. I'm doing like a little live stream, cooking infused breakfast. Right now we're just having a dark break before we finish that, and then we'll be bringing you another live stream of more traditional sense and style later this evening. Have I grown the GMO strain? No, I have not. I've smoked it. Not a huge fan myself. Not for me. Too sativa E. But at the end of the day, no, I haven't grown that one. So, I mean, I've only ever tried it. So, happy grower. I'm not 100% sure, but it's realistically probably 13 to 16 degrees right now, based on what I'm feeling. 13 to 16 degrees, maybe 17 degrees. Yeah, should be a pretty good infused breakfast. And part of why we're doing that also too is, cannabis edibles and cannabis baking or cooking, especially when you don't do it like too heavy-handed, like you're not doing it to try to nuke yourself like we used to do as kids. It can be very beneficial too, to try to, 'cause right now like my whole body's torn apart. I mean, it's a lot better now than it was a few days ago from sparring, but I'm in still a lot of pain, and I went a little harder than I should have probably for the first time in a long time. But having an infused breakfast definitely going to help me kind of get through the workday, get into the laboratory, get all the chores done today that we need to do, and then also to bring the evening live stream later as well. Oh damn, Brendan, that's intense. So who here typically will make infused cooking for their breakfast for themselves? Have you ever done that? Is that anyone out here who does this, or is this kind of new concept for everybody? The great thing is if you make a few basic things and keep them in your kitchen, they stay good for a really long time, and you can kind of make infused cooking of any type you really want. Bare basic minimum, have cannabutter on hand. But if you have you can make cannabutter, you can make an infused olive oil. You can make coconut oil that's infused in sort of between those three components. You can cook predominantly anything. I've even made infused pork lard and then use that for pie crusts and stuff too. Oh hell yeah! One of the things I make, Josh Howell, is I make an infused sugar. I find I typically make it with an RSO or traditional hash oil, as I prefer to call it. And I'll use like a golden yellow sugar or a brown sugar, and I'll make that. And if you do it right, I mean, it's great for a morning cup of coffee, especially if you put some whiskey in it. I mean, that's just my 2 cents and how I like to do it, right? But fuck, it's hot out here. I do not like it. I like cold. Don't worry, everybody. We'll get back into the kitchen and keep cooking once I'm done my little smoke break. Yeah, Brendan. I mean, that power outages where we live happen a lot. Sometimes we get some crazy windstorms and that happens. We are on kind of like a single line on a single highway. So if something fucks up, then we're fucked. But often, too, people drive to power poles a lot out here because drinking and driving seems to be a national pastime in certain parts of Canada. And they take out power poles quite often. It's fairly frustrating. That's part of why when we moved out here, we got a backup generator. Don't you worry, we'll be back in the kitchen momentarily, everyone. And then we're going to finish this cocksucker up, and we're going to eat it, and then see what happens. And we'll see, how I feel by the time we get to the live stream show tonight for everyone. The good thing is I realized, one, we're on lockdown, so I can't really do much. I work from home anyway. Today, the only thing on the agenda is, one, do the live stream shows. Two, work on the garden, and 3, do some prep work for an acting class tomorrow. I'm like, well, I can do all that on edibles, so then let's do it. You know, having a backup generator is always a good thing. And I mean, if you look out for getting things on sale, you know, it's a great way to do it. We got ours on sale. It's normally about $1,000 Canadian. I think we got it for about $700. It's a 6,500 watt, no, 6250 start, 5,500 watt running generator. What's up, Ashley King? How you doing? Hell yeah, Trichromy. I like the new age chip too. It makes the titties happy. I'm excited for this breakfast, man. It should be pretty good. I mean, if you really want to get fancy on it too, I mean, hell, like if you wanted to go all out, you know, you could have even made it infused ketchup. You know what I'm saying? Infused ketchup is pretty simple to make. You can just augment pre-existing ketchup. Just grab your ketchup, put a little bit of, you know, cannabis olive oil in it. So it can be super high dosage. But I mean, that's the trick with cannabis cooking and doing multi-layered infusions is you never go too heavy on one of them because you do them subtly on a bunch of them, and then it kind of comes together throughout your thing, whether it's a simple dish or a fancy dish, and that's how you get to that magical mystery tour place, you know. What's up, Felicius? Casper, Skippy, Limpy. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm about to make or finish the infused breakfast. And we're also going to be, everyone, just tuning in, doing a more traditional live stream like we normally do tonight, this evening. I just wanted to kind of do something new and play around and fuck around with it. Make up for last night, though. Let's get back in the kitchen, baby. All right.
There's the Mrs. Potsquatch. Oh, she's got voltmeter, I think. She's playing with Cadillac. Oh. Cadillac is at the best of times possessed. So we've got the new alternator in. She installed that yesterday. We'll see what happens now when we continue playing with it. All right. Now, let's get back to our frame. How was the frame before? I think it was like here. I apologize now. The dogs might bark a bit, but I'll try to keep them quiet. All right. How's the angle looking, everybody? Is it looking all right? Or should I do it more like this here? Is that better? Let's take a look there. That's a pretty good angle. That's a pretty good angle, I think. All right. All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as we left off, next step we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get this little skillet here, this little frying pan. Not actually a skillet, it's a frying pan, but we're going to get that up to temp. I'm going to probably turn that up to a 4 for our preheating on that. That's going to take a minute or two. We can come back in there. We can do another little stir on a wonderful little sandwich in it there. That's going to be good. Let's take a look at, do I play guitar? Yes, I do. I haven't played much in the last couple of years, but yeah, I do. Predominantly blues and funk. Those potatoes are looking really nice. So what we're going to do, actually, is I think they're about ready. So I'm going to kill the heat and then let them finish off in the residual heat in the oven there. So we're going to do that. That's killed now. We've killed the oven. Potatoes are good, baby. And we're going to let that one go. Fuck, we're still waiting on this for a minute, so I'll grab a beer. Dun 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 dun. Informal Potsquatch's Cannabis Kitchen and live stream making infused breakfast because I injured myself and I'm trying to be functional throughout the day. Yeah, Mrs. Potsquatch plays a lot of instruments. She plays guitar, ukulele, she plays the organ, piano. She's a very talented woman. Very talented. If, for those of you who have not seen her YouTube channel, feel free to check that out. That's called the Dottie Davis. I've cut my head off on this. I'm going to adjust this frame. But check out Dottie Davis. She just released a new M&M cover. She does a lot of those M&M covers there. I quite enjoy them, I'll tell you. Is that better now? That's probably better, right? Okay, we'll see how I adjusted it. Boom, up, up, up. Well, that's not bad. Here we go. Okay, that's a better frame. Sorry, everybody. All right. So now we're just basically waiting for our skillet here to warm up. Now, typically, if I was wanting to make this more of a nuclear sandwich to really sit on my couch, I'd probably do the omelet and some more cannabutter. I've still got some residual cannabinoids in this pan from doing the onions and the ham and all that. So I think I'm just going to use regular butter on this one, ladies and gentlemen. But at this step, this is where you can use some more cannabutter if you want to step it up. It's okay, puppies. Mom is just outside working. No. Mom's outside working. Leave her alone. You're in here with me. Your production assistants. Get to work. All right. Just wait for that to come to temp. Oh, we just heard the truck fire up. I think she's going to use the truck. We've decided that the truck isn't too new, or better yet, the Cadillac isn't so old that we can't boost it with the truck's battery off the Hemi there. So we should be all right. All right.
Excuse me.
All right. So I think it's getting to the point there where we can at least throw our butter in now. As you can tell, there is a fair amount of butter in general used in my household when it comes to cooking. Hashtag boom. It's all right, puppies. Don't worry. Mom's just doing things. She's fixing daddy's pit wagon. All right? All right. Moving on. Shush. Go play with each other or something. All right. Now we'll just wait for our butter now to melt here in our little pan. Like I said, you can add some more cannabis butter if you want at this point, but there's already a fair amount in this dish, and like I said, need to play it safe because I need to remain functional for most of the day. Puppies, puppies, leave your mom alone. Get away. Go. Go harass the cat. The dog's missing mommy. Aw. It's okay, puppies. Anyway, everybody, let's wait for the butter to get hot, and then we can dump our shit in there. We're going to start doing that. You know what? We'll pull the camera closer for this one, I think. We should have enough juice to shoot a little closer for a little bit here. Maybe. Ooh, maybe we'll shoot it like this. Puppies, it's okay. Stop. Stop. Go. Go sit down. Sorry, everybody. I apologize. All right. So we're just waiting now for the butter there to heat up and be ready for the insides of our sandwich. While we're waiting for that to get a little bit hotter now, we're gonna put some bread in the toaster there, because I like my my Sammys. I like them toasted when I'm making a sandwich like this. And that's another thing you can do if you want to put some cannabutter onto the toast when she's done. You can definitely do that as well. Now the toast is now in the toaster, and then we'll close up our bag of bread. There we go. All right. Now, we'll check the temperature here. See how this is going. Adam Dadub, you can definitely do that, but be aware that both Ocean Forest and Fox Farms, etc., are both quite hot, so be careful. Okay, I think we're good to start this girl. I don't know. We're gonna get in there. We're scraping in all the goodness, all the goodies there, making sure we get all that nice ham in there, all that nice mushrooms and onions and all that crap. There we go. Nice, nice. Now I'm gonna throw that into the sink there. I'm gonna give a quick rinse because, you know, stay ahead on your cleaning chores. That's something I'm not very good at. I'm trying to learn a bit more. But there we go. Starting to come together. And like we said, you can incorporate cannabutter at this point into your sandwich if you'd like.
we're not, because one, we got enough cannabutter in here already. So, now, since what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to start forming this a bit into the right shape for our sandwich. So I'm pulling in that one side there, holding it a bit, then we'll slide it this way. We can go like this. I'm going to push this side in a bit there. I'm going to push this side in a bit there. Push that in there. Just letting it come together, right? Just letting it come together. Now we can do this side here. Just starting to let it take the right shape there. For making our sexy little sandwich. We'll go over here. I'm going to pull this side in there a bit. And then we're just going to let it sit for a bit. Puppies, it's okay. Hey, shush. Go. Learn to self-soothe, puppies. Learn to self-soothe. So, for those of you just tuning in, we've infused both the ham, the onions, the mushrooms. There's a lot of beautiful cannabinoids going on in there. We've also put a bunch of weed into the potatoes that we already started at the beginning of the live stream there. And those are currently in the oven waiting for us to finish everything else. Just trying to get this thing to focus. There we go. Looking all right there. Now, we can really get in there and pull it in a bit. I'm going to hold that just to start to shape it a bit. This one's coming out a bit big, being 2 eggs. So we may actually double it up on itself, fold it over to fit it into one sandwich. I mean, you can always put it in the 2 sandwiches, but I'm the only one who's going to be eating this shit. And hell, while we're at it, let's put some cheese on it. All right. Hashtag boom. 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 I don't know. Do we need some more cheese in there? I think so. Hashtag boom, baby. Nothing wrong with some fucking cheese, And now I'm a lactose intolerant man saying that. Getting that cheese in there now. Getting that cheese, getting it sexy, making it happy. Coming together. Good day to you, light up again, Tim. Just making a infused sandwich, yes. All right, so we're gonna check the consistency of this. Can we do a flip? No, we're gonna let it go for another minute or so before we try to fold this motherfucker. Try to keep it all connected, if you know what I'm saying. Or at least not completely disintegrating on our ass when we try to make that, or else our sandwich is gonna be a hell of a lot harder to eat. All right. So, how's everybody enjoying watching cheese melt? Hey! Cheers to you, New Brunswick. Whoop, try to get this fold done. Whoop, almost. We almost got her. Now I'm going to squish that together now, so it can now be kind of on its own. As you can tell, we might actually, even with folding it in half, be able to cut this in half one more time for when we put it on the sandwich. The sandwich probably come out fairly stacked, but that's all right. Let the good times roll. Breakfast of champions. Get it done. Couple of whiskey coffees, couple of beers, and the infused fucking Sammy. That's called yes in my books. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that now, and all that cheese there, and all the remaining egg juices and cannabutters inside of that starting to come together. All the hams, the cheeses, the onions, the flavors, they're coming in together to make the fucking sexy tasting sandwich that's gonna make it feel real good. Oh yeah. Yo, Anthony Paulson, what's up back to, I believe NZ is New Zealand? Is that correct? Much love to wherever you is though, my friend. Thank you very much. All right. Now let's check this out on the bottom now. How's she looking? Whoa. We're going to approach this, flip there.
Gonna go more like this, and boom, look at that. Nice and golden, the way she should be there. Now that we got that going, fuck, it's time for us to get that toast going. We probably should have put that down already. Well, turn up the toaster a little bit. Boom, toast is down. The toast is down, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. Keeping it real, keeping it sexy. The toast is down. Now, since we're going to be doubling this up on the sandwich, I'm going to do that cut there now. So, getting that going there. Now what we can start doing is while our toast is going, get your plate ready, okay? Now remember, those potatoes, the pan has been in the oven. It's going to be pretty fucking hot. So make sure you wear an oven mitt when you go to pull these cocksuckers out. Because if you don't wear an oven mitt, well, you might hurt yourself. There we go. Gonna come up in here. There we go. Some nice, beautiful infused potatoes there. We got still a little bit left, but you know, we'll just dish it up as we go. This is probably ready now. So I'm gonna kill the heat and let the residual heat of this burner finish our little omelet there. Okay? Well, our sandwich in it anyway. Now, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the fucking toast. Waiting for that toast, baby. But as you can see, those potatoes came out real fucking nice. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. But fuck, man, they came out really fucking nice. Smells really good, too. Smells really good, too.
Just waiting on the toast. We probably should have pressed it down earlier.
I mean, Johnny, summertime, in theory, it might work, but I don't know if it will work. I have never tried that, nor do I know the full science behind it. So I would have to make an educated guess and say, I would say it's theoretically possible, but that's all I could say, really.
All right. How's the toast looking? Boom.
Toast is up. Now again, as it is known, I like butter. So I'm going to put some butter on my toast. Put a little butter down, just a nice little bit of butter there on the bottom. All right, got a little butter in there now. Now we're going to come in and we're going to play a 1. And play a 2. Now we're going to grab our other piece of toast there. There we go. There we go. And we're going to grab our other piece of toast. We'll put a little bit more butter on that piece of toast. And we will be ready to rock. All right, we got some butter on there. There we go. May not be pretty, but she'll fuck you up, and it's going to taste good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Easter Monday's Infused Breakfast live stream. It ain't fancy, but fuck, it'll taste good. It's going to get the job done. It's going to give us all that medication and ability to go in and get the hard work we need done today in the lab done. And then we're going to bring you another live stream of traditional motif this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to become part of the Potsquatch Growers Army, boom, done. That's all you need to do to become part of our community. If you'd like to support this community in this channel, feel free to check out PotsquatchGrowers.com, where you can get your hats, t-shirts, rolling papers, grinders, etc. Another great way to support us is to check out Squatch Lighting Brand, powered by SoulStrip, the most affordable, reliable
professional grade grow tech out there. That's right, with customer service second to none. We're growers building lights for growers. We're not here to sell you a light that's going to break that you have to replace. No, we're here to sell you lights that you can keep running forever. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you this evening, motherfuckers. Peace and love. I'm going to get high now.